Hey friends, Dustin Mathews with Speaking Empire, and I recently got a question, and it kind of takes me back. I let Dave usually do a lot of the motivation talk and the inspiration talk. I'm more tactical, but I got a question, and I don't really share this a lot, and I thought it would be good to share. And it's really my story of how I got into this. Now, if you've been to a Speaking Empire live event, you in the early days, you probably heard this story because I used to lead a lot with it, and so it's kind of gone dormant for a while. So I thought it would be good to capture it on film for the camera here and share it with you. And it goes a little like this. So I was deathly afraid of public speaking. Now I know you're probably thinking, wait a minute, I'm on the Speaking Empire YouTube channel, or I'm watching this video and it's about Speaking Empire. And if you know me, you know that I'm the CEO. I'm also the marketing guy here at Speaking Empire. And so how ironic that I was deathly afraid of public speaking. And so here's how bad it was. I remember going to school, and in school you had to take public speaking in order to graduate. There was just like no getting around it. So you had to do it. So I remember walking into public speaking, and it was in this auditorium. And I'm talking auditorium where they have the theater seating. And it wasn't like a small group. This was like 300 people in an auditorium, all talking, getting exciting before the professor walks out. Professor walks out on the stage, right? And it's like the ramp up, seating. He walks out and he's explaining, you're going to have to give this talk, like 10 talks, and you're going to have to get in groups, and you're going to have to do all this. And I'm looking around at other people, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. Are you hearing what this guy's saying? You guys are going to do that? And so I would like to say that I stayed there and I conquered the class, but in that moment I retreated. All right, now here's the challenge. In life, sometimes these obstacles keep resurfacing, and the reason why is we're supposed to conquer these challenges, and we're supposed to grow as individuals. And so for me at the time, I wasn't ready to hear that message. And so what happened was I wanted to graduate, so I had to sign up for this class again. So I signed up thinking, maybe we can get a smaller section, maybe I can do this one-on-one, or just something would be different, right? So I sign up, and I forgot where it was the first time. So now I'm going back, and I'm like, wait a minute, this looks too familiar. I'm going back, and where do you think I end up? Same room, 300 people, the auditorium, professor walks out and says the same thing, 10 talks, and I'm like, heart's racing, I'm sweating, I'm like, there's no way I'm doing this. So again, I'd like to say I conquered that, but I retreated. Now, it's funny in life because when you get motivated by something, you'll find the way to do something or not do something, right? And what happened was, as I found a loophole, I overheard somebody, and I went and did some research, and I found a loophole that I actually could get out of this class. And so what do you think I did? Yeah, I was motivated at that point in my life to not take this class. And so what I did was I went to the library and I did some research, and I found out that if I had gotten a teacher to write me a letter from high school that I was in this class, that I could get out of public speaking. And so what do you think I did? Now, a lot of people would say, when I share this story, a lot of people would say, oh, you had the teacher write the letter. No, I didn't just have the teacher write the letter. I wrote the letter for the teacher and said, look, I've already done the work for you. All I need you to do is approve it and just sign it that this is right, and this is how you would say it. And so because I had taken this class, I got this letter, and I now was able to clep out of taking this class in school. And so isn't it funny now that I own a company called SpeakingEmpire.com, and we train speakers and communicators how to deliver a message. I find myself on stages at our own events. I've spoken in front of thousands of people overseas. And so that's just a classic example of how sometimes in life you have these opportunities. Now, they may not feel like opportunities at the time. They might feel like the biggest fear in your life, the biggest challenge that you have to face. And so you really have to appreciate those. I know it's not necessarily easy, but you have to appreciate what life gives you. And I'm sure you can relate to having some of these opportunities or challenges in your life, fear moments in your life, where you've either overcome these things, and a lot of people, really get a thrill out of that. But maybe you did what I did, and you found the legal loophole to get out of it, right? The funny thing is that life will represent itself. So that challenge was represented to me many, many, many times over again until I conquered that challenge. And now, because I've done that, I'm here today shooting this film and have the ability to do it. I'm able to speak on stages. And so, whether your goal is to become a speaker or do speaking, the real lesson is recognizing when those opportunities are presented to yourself and finding yourself in the moment making that decision. Yeah, I might have a little fear or I might have a little anxiety. However, on the end of this, when I go through this challenge or obstacle, I'll have learned a great deal of information. I'll have made myself a better person, and you'll take away so many different things. So I hope this story was impactful for you, and it helped you connect with me and understand that you can overcome any challenge that you face in life with the right team, the right resources, and really the right mindset. So if you enjoyed this video, not that I shoot a lot of these sort of in-depth videos at this sort of level, but if you enjoyed it, go ahead and just click the subscribe button to the channel and leave your comments. I'd love to know what you think.